Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And now, senores y senores do Brasil and UFC fans watching around the world, live from the sold-out HSBC Arena in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to an edition of Professor and the Hammer with my boy, Rich Cloudhammer. Richie, where are you at, buddy? You're
I'm right here.
There we go.
I'm right here.
Man, and of course, our also our guest host or host. We can't even call him a guest host anymore. He's just part of the show.
No, he is.
Mr. Jordan. What's up, buddy?
Not a whole lot, man. How are you?
That was the negotiations. We had it, it was a tough negotiation to get him on board, but we got him.
Jordan and I have nothing but geeky conversations about photography and videos, like a bunch of dorks.
Yeah.
I'm looking to get into the video world, do some stuff with some.
It's just easier just to send Jordan the stuff and he'll do it. I mean, he's pretty,
This is true.
I'm joking. I'm totally joking.
No. Listen.
I literally told him exactly that. I was like, "Oh,
Jordan's the best at it and some of that." And also shout out Jay Ingleson too, because I always send him photos and he photoshops real quick.
Yeah,
usually something that hurts someone else's feelings.
Well, that's what I'm like. Listen, man, I got some good ideas, but I don't know how to. I can barely operate my fucking keyboard. Hook me up here. But
old man,
he does.
It's funny. I started to get into it a little bit a while ago, and then one of our professors, Professor Rafael, who is kind of like my Obi-Wan Kenobi when it comes to business and jiu-jitsu, said to me, he said, "Are you good at video photography?" I said, "No." He goes, "Stick to what you're good at." Keep teaching people to choke each other. Don't worry about photography. Pay someone to do that stuff for you. But it's one of those things that when I get in my head that I want to learn something, when it comes, there's a lot of stuff in the world.
Great, awesome. Okay, we got we're already late. Nobody gives a fuck about what you want to learn in your hobbies. I mean,
all right, we'll get back to Rich in a second. So, but I really want to learn. Look at him, Bob Busking down there talking while he's on mute. Who do you want to bring in first? You want to bring both of them at the same time?
Whatever we want to do. We were all just in there segment.
My back. Okay, yeah. I mean, just tell me the thing because Gannon doesn't talk. Gannon doesn't talk unless you really pride him. I noticed. So and then, Jeremy doesn't shut the fuck up. So Jeremy will carry this whole fucking podcast if need be.
I'll try.
Hey, cool, bro. I have the same. I have that same one almost. The wave. I have it. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay, hold on. Me
I
and
thought that was a picture of
Jeremy in the
Gannon
same room. Me and Jeremy are in the same room, baby.
Oh yeah, son.
Oh hell yeah! Look at me slacking over here. No waves or ocean or nothing.
Wow, you guys could be paint buddies.
I know.
Yeah, mine was a coincidence. I'm still at the gym.
That's funny. You're doing the Nels Larson with the bright ass light above your head, like fucking the Renaissance painting of a halo. So real quick,
that's not the light. That's my fucking bald head. Unfortunately,
we're gonna here. I just wanted to cover this because we did not last Cage Wars. We have a lot to talk about that. We'll do that next episode. We'll do a whole Rich got banned for the casino episode, and how my opponent pulled out like.
We are officially the most dangerous team in the world when we start getting thrown out.
That was like the most productive card for Rich. Like you went in, you didn't fight, got booted.
Did all the media, did all the weigh-ins, got all the attention,
interviews,
got thrown out.
This is what I like about fighting: the attention and fucking the drama. So I mean,
if we could just get Rich's opponents to pull out every fight, it'd be a Cage Wars dream.
That was my dream too, 3 kids ago.
Ticket sales.
All right, so let's go. Let's start with we'll start with Jeremy because we already kind of he's already been fucking talking, and so we talked about Jeremy. How you doing? Welcome to the show, and actually Gannon, welcome to the show. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. I got no timeout. Jeremy, stop. Gannon, we have to talk. Okay, Gannon fought last time I saw him fight was Matt Dicardo at Cage Wars 61.
Dude, Matt is a demon. Motherfucker was ripping Newports in the back before the
fight. That's he was on Dude,
that's
he's
like
on our show. He's fucking
Oh
crazy
my-
right now.
Yeah,
He's,
dude, it was so fucking funny. Dude, if I listened to that podcast before,
Yeah.
I would have fucking pulled out of the fight, dude. When I
Mhm.
heard him talking about, like, yeah, I'm not afraid of County, man. I pled guilty already. I beat the fuck out of that guy. I
Oh,
was like,
dude.
damn.
So hold on.
So
Time
Gannon,
out.
real quick.
Time out.
So we're in the back, right?
No, wait. Hunt, this is really good. I promise. Let me finish. So Matt and I have become friends. I'm not going to totally spill the tea, but like
Love
he said,
it,
he
bro.
pled guilty, and
Yeah.
he's currently at college. And he calls me collect, and I'm like, bro, I don't have this
Oh,
thing
no.
set up. Like I don't, and I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck. And I'm like, it's just like somebody from blah 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 county, blah. And I'm
Oh
like,
my
this
God.
dude is the fucking Poughkeepsie Tank Abbott, because he just. I was watching your fight. We were watching your fight, bro. He was like just like the guy has no grappling training or anything, and he was like just grabbing you and throwing you to the ground. I'm like,
Dude.
I hugged him at Newburgh, and I'm like, this motherfucker. I didn't think he was that solid. He's a rock.
Yeah,
Like, he
dude,
looks like
you could tell he's one of the dudes looking at him. You tell that he doesn't care about like MMA
No.
or competing or fight. He just wants to, he like gets off the fucking putting people's lights out, bro.
exactly, dude. That's what
Scary
he came in the
motherfucker.
back. He came in the back. He goes, I know where the fucking armbar is. I just want to fight with this fucking kid. He's holding his arm. He's like, I don't even know what the fucking armbar is. And I'm like,
Maniac.
what are you doing? Like, where are you from? Because he hits like a truck. Like he doesn't. Bro. He did
So
good.
usually around Sunday, Rich calls me and says, let's do a podcast on Tuesday. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, who do you want to have on? And he said him. And I'm like, I don't know who the fuck that is. He's like, remember last show when Ed came back and yelled at everyone for smoking weed in the bag? That guy.
Yeah, that guy.
I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know what this guy is, but we're going to put him on the show.
Bro, he took over the podcast. I'm like, I feel like I'm
Oh,
like,
we just, yeah, we
on
lost
the podcast.
control.
He's
Yeah,
a
that was a
really
wild
good-
one.
I like him.
I
He's
tried
wild
to
as shit.
protect him.
But-
Fucking
because I was
hilarious,
like, have
bro.
you went
It's
to
so
court
funny.
for these things yet? He's like, no, I didn't go yet. I'm like, you should stop.
Yeah.
You should be quiet
Yeah.
right now.
So back to Gannon's fight. What I liked about your fight was, you can just tell, like, right, you're just a very cerebral fighter. Like you can just see, like, you weathered the storm and capitalized on mistakes. Because like most people would have fucking freaked out. And it's funny. I was telling Jordan this. I'm like, I messaged you the next day. I was like, hey, oh, man, great fight. That was fucking awesome. You look composed in there. And you go, really? Because I was scared out of my fucking mind.
Dude, that was, some other people at the gym were like, oh yeah, you look composed. I was like, bro, that was like the biggest thing that I felt like I didn't. I felt so fucking flat-footed and just the horror. You know what it felt like? It felt like one of those I was so like dissociated. It felt like one of those video games when like you die and you're waiting to spawn in and you like spectate your teammates. And it was
Oh
kind of
my
like that. It would be like I'd be like fucking fighting for like 2 seconds and then I'd have like 30 seconds of just I'm gone and like spectating. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
It's
See,
fucking
in
wild.
there though, I didn't see any sign of nerves from you at all. In back a little bit, you were just quiet and kind of looking off. I'm like, hey, dude, another day sparring, no big deal.
Yeah.
And then then you're in there, and I'm like, oh no, he's good. Like,
Yeah, fucking great.
So for all you guys, right? When you're in the cage, do you find that like 3 minutes seems to take forever, or do you think 3 minutes goes by pretty quick?
I've never been past a minute and a half, so I don't know.
Okay.
Same.
That goes for his home life as well, folks.
Oh.
Yeah. Understandable.
Gannon and Jeremy, what about you guys?
I say it goes by really fast. Honestly.
Yeah.
And I definitely do agree that sometimes I don't remember going to the corner.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, nerves though, at like all-time high like that, you're not gonna remember everything.
My
There's no-
first 3 fights, I had big nerves. The last couple fights went away.
I just know from a jiu-jitsu standpoint, for me, like the first time I ever did a 5-minute match, I thought like the match went by really quick, and then I looked at the clock and there was 4.5 minutes left. So like, you know what I mean? It just took a really long time. So I'm kind of figuring out, does the nerves make the time go slower for you guys, or do you think that it speeds up?
For me,
I feel like for me it definitely speeds up.
emotion, like you feel like I look up your trip up like 6 seconds. Whoa.
Richie, you're glitching
Burger
bad.
King Wi-Fi.
full robot, brother.
Yeah, I couldn't tell who was talking.
No, that's
I
me
can
and the
just
robot.
see
I was-
Rich's face
yeah.
so frozen.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my fault. So in jiu-jitsu matches, I feel like time, it feels in my head it's going fast, but you look at the time, it's like, wow, fucking like that was 6 seconds. I feel like I did like a whole marathon,
But
10 different
it's
things.
funny because now it doesn't feel. It feels like it goes
Yeah.
by too quickly for me.
Yeah,
I feel like
MMA
it goes by very fast when you're in a dominant position, but when you're in a shitty position, it goes by very slow
Okay.
because you want it to be over, or not necessarily. You want more time to be able to reverse it and take back that round. So because you want more time, you have less time.
That's deep right there,
Makes
buddy.
sense.
That's philosophical. Okay,
Fucking
so back,
like
let
in
me,
life.
I just want to connect dots. So back to Gannon's fight. Like, so what got Gannon? I know you trained at MMA for how long?
Like 2 years.
Okay,
And a half.
what made you? Did you intend on fighting when you joined, or was it just kind of like a fun thing?
Oh no, dude! It was because I was just training. I never really thought I was actually gonna fight.
Yeah.
But then this summer, I had a breakup. That was one of those that, like, as you reconnected with nature and reading philosophy and shit afterwards, like, it's one of those that hits like that. And yeah, so then I was just reading a lot of shit about like facing fears and all that jazz. And then one in like September, Duff told me he had a fight for me, and then that was one of those things that just scared the shit out of me. And then I was like, oh, it's a good opportunity to put that to practice. I was like, sure.
Fucking amazing. That's amazing.
So how does it work in your gym? Does like, is everyone in NBMA like fair game to say, hey, I got a fight for you. You want to take it? Or do you have to declare to Duff like, hey, I want to be considered for this?
Duff just trains everyone as if they're going to fight. And then I haven't really I don't really know what he does for everyone, but I'm assuming it's like that, where he just, once he thinks you're ready, he'll just come to you and tell you.
Yeah, it's like, or like in my case, if I had the wrong coach, I would have been so fucked, because on my first day, I'm like, yeah, I want to fight right now. Dove's like, no.
Yeah.
But
I can't tell you how many students I've lost because of that. People call me all the time. Hey, I want to take a fight in 3 weeks. And it's like, sorry, no, like, no, absolutely not. And then there's other people who come in unassuming, and like after 2 weeks, like, wow, I think that dude could probably fucking whoop half the people at Cage Wars. You know what I mean? It's different for everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah, with him, it's like,
that was not directed at Rich, by the way.
That was definitely Rich, 100%. With Duff though, it's basically, yeah, you tell him like, hey man, I'm interested in competing. And then he'll be like, all right, well, if I find something, I'll let you know. And it's basically just a waiting game of when he thinks you're ready and the opportunity's there.
Jeremy, did you start training to fight, or was it just kind of to have fun?
Actually, it was for weight loss for me. I lost over like 100 pounds my first year of training. So I got too fat to the point where I couldn't play with my kid. That's why I decided to go lose the weight. So my coach would make me do 3 hours of footwork, and then I was allowed to box. Okay. And I really liked it at the end, so I kept coming back. Yeah. So I just picked up from there. So
it seems like that's my awesome,
yeah. So I could have ran on a treadmill for like 6 months and lost the weight, but instead I redirected that energy to learning how to fight, and I've learned something that I'm going to be able to use the rest of my life instead of just running on a treadmill.
I think we have two of the best guests we've ever had on, and I should not put you both in the same fucking podcast. You both
well spoken, almost sound educated.
What?
I said they're well spoken. It sounds like educated people.
Well, speaking of that, that's a great segue to Gannon, which I don't know if you're telling anybody this, whatever, but like this next fight is a bridge. I always was word before, like a crossroads for you to see what you're doing afterwards, right?
What do you mean?
You said it was going to be probably your last fight.
Oh yeah, no, I'm like almost definitely done after this.
That's what I'm saying. I've been almost definitely done 5 times. I get it. So that's what I'm saying is like you don't know because you're gonna be a doctor, right? Like your goal?
Fucking hell no, I'm not gonna be a doctor. The plan's law school as of now. I'm going through the applications with all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that wasn't a real physical you gave me in the locker room, or
hey yo.
No.
That's all. Yeah, I knew it was something that was smarter than me.
Weird prostate exam with both his hands on his shoulder.
But that's what I love about this sport. And I talked about it before. I'm like, it brings out like so many different types of people who just love some kind of violence or something. Where it's like,
all fucked up, man.
Exactly. It's like you have lawyers, sales guys, state guys, everybody's all around the fucking board, visual editors, and like we're all just crazy because we're like, oh, we keep doing this, and it's like
it's nature's stress relief.
100%. Like I'm getting really like weightlifting right now, and I'm like really like I'm like this is so fucking easy when like nobody's trying to kill me. Like I'm just lifting weights. Yeah. Like I don't have to lift a 200-pound man like who's trying to fucking fuck me up. And I'm like I can just lift weights at like my own pace, and like
it's funny because people laugh at me all the time because they'll say, "Hey, I need somebody to do X, Y, or Z." You're like, "Oh, I got a guy, right?"
Mm-hmm.
Because there's someone at my gym that's a doctor, a lawyer, a roofer,
a drug dealer, a cop, a firefighter.
You need some off the shelf protein shakes. Who got it for you? You know what I mean? But no, seriously, like it's just and from my competition, I got friends all across the world. Like my mom was like, "We should go Key West for a vacation." I'm like, "Hey, one of my best jiu-jitsu friends owns a gym down there. We can go train." Like it's
your mom's
the
into
brotherhood.
That? No, tell my mom too. We can go, you're telling your 80-year-old mother we can go do jiu-jitsu. That sounds like a fun time.
I'm gonna take your mom to jiu-jitsu.
What? I didn't hear you said.
I'm gonna let your mom do jiu-jitsu with me.
No, I definitely agree with you. I agree with you, Rich. Like when I went to my first jiu-jitsu competition, I was like, I'm not getting punched.
Yeah.
I was expecting to be nervous. I'm like, yo, I'm at NAGA. You know, this is a pretty big event. I'm like, wait, I'm not getting punched.
Yeah.
So let's touch on that real quick. So do you feel that jiu-jitsu is like when I look at MMA fighters and I look at like the chance for jiu-jitsu, it looks so easy to me because you're not just smothering the person, you're trying to punch the guy and there's movement, whereas jiu-jitsu can be very slow and methodical and whatever. Do you experience that at your regular at like NAGA and whatever? Like it's like, oh my god, like they're not really moving.
No, because NAGA has gotten to the point where they really clip you for stalling.
Yeah.
If you're just hand fighting the entire time, they don't like that. They want like some sort of progress in that match. So
I'm not
they'll ding you now. They'll ding you on points now. They'll be like, we're gonna stop it if it doesn't go any. And if you both are good at hand fighting, you're both going for the same game.
Yeah. They need to do that for the kids division because for anything realistically, jiu-jitsu is important for the kids. It's teaching them self-defense, is whatever. The amount of time I can easily avoid a physical confrontation in real life where kids, when you're in school, you have no choice. So you may have to fight even if you don't want to. The amount of stalling that goes on in kids jiu-jitsu and the amount of time I've heard coaches, Richie's been there when we've heard it, when the kid is up by 3, 4, 5 points with a minute left and the coach is yelling at him, just stay there. Just stay there. And it's just like, you're not teaching your kid anything. You taught your kid a good double leg takedown, and you're just holding them in place. Like that's not what
the only time that I think it's like okay to practice that stuff is maybe when you're doing MMA, like no-gi grappling. Because I feel like sometimes it's good to work. Sometimes I'll go not to roll to win. I'll roll to get to good positions for MMA where I can hold him down, pin an arm down, and just smash, you know?
I stopped going.
So it's sometimes I'll go, let's see how long I can hold this. Let's see how long I can make it suck. Let's transition to something else and let's see how long I can hold that. It's not necessarily because I want to win. I just want to practice. Let's see how long I can hold this guy down who's way better than me, who should be tapping me. Let's get to this position where it's advantageous and hard to get out of.
Like I said, for adults, I don't care. Like that's if that's your
remember that one? I got that guy in an inverted triangle,
bro.
And
let me set this up for you.
Did not fucking move for like
eating. And Rich was
just grab his arm here and there, so it looked like
in one of his moods where he was just being a little bit of a prima donna, and he's like, I don't really want to be here. So he goes, he takes this guy down, and the guy rolls up on his side, and Richie sits into basically a triangle where he's sitting on the guy's head, on from on top. And I say to him, just fall back for the inverted triangle. Rich looks at me like a fucking 5-year-old and goes, no. Sat there for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And because he's in a submission, the referee cannot call him for stalling or anything. I'm just sitting there going like, and the other coach is going crazy. He's like, this is bullshit. This should be, what do you want me to do? He ain't fucking moving.
Yep. That guy was flailing.
That's the look right there. The look of just like, nope, not moving.
I was tired, bro. I was tired. I was old. I had 3 other matches. I was like, man, this is fucking getting.
But by the way, with segue to your Facebook post, I loved your Colossus and Wolverine.
True, bro.
We had we used to do it in houses before COVID like ruined everything. and we used to go down and compete against other Jacal schools. And it's a long trip down to Jersey. It's 2.5 hours, maybe 3, depending on where it is. And I had a year where I had a good blue belt, a good group of blue belts. It was Richie, it was Sarah Steiner,
Jarrell, Quincy.
Nick, Quincy, Epstein.
Jarrell.
Some of these guys you may know from MMA and that kind of stuff. Anyways, we go down there and I'm keeping track of the points. There's only 2 mats, and I'm like, oh man, I need like 7 points, 8 points, a gold medal. I need a gold medal. So Richie had what was wrong with you sickness wise?
I had the flu. Like I woke up the day before with the fever, and I had the flu.
Yeah, and then he tore the hip flexor muscle in his right leg.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he's feeling like shit. Whatever.
I couldn't walk. I was like,
I'm doing the open. I'm doing the open. I'm putting people in the open, and I'm like, I need one more competitor. So I'm like, I'm putting Rich in. I walk up. I say, Rich, come, let's take a walk. He comes down. I'm walking to him out. I'm like, listen, I need 9 points. I need a gold medal. And he's like, yeah, but I'm sick. I'm like, that's great. I need 9 points. I'm like, don't worry. I love you. Have a good time. I push him on the mat, and he fucking goes, taps the first guy. Jarrell, we had a great picture. We have an awesome picture because Jarrell, like, literally did not really work that very hard. Jarrell looks very fresh and jovial. Quincy looks like he doesn't know where the fuck he is, and Rich looks like he literally just was in a coal mine for the entire day.
That was hurt.
Yeah. Richie was a trooper that day. But let's get back to our guest here.
Hold on. It's getting late, so I want to fucking. This is the biggest reason we have to talk about this.
Oh, I know what's coming.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this for like 5 months. So I friend requested this guy after his first Cage Wars, Gannon. He just accepted literally 48 minutes ago, right?
Dude, I have so many. I never fucking use Facebook. I feel bad.
I didn't know you had a Facebook until like weeks ago. Dude.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
My sister requested me like 4 or 5 years ago, and I still have it. I saw it when I was accepting yours.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I don't feel better. So this dude's first weigh-in, and this last poster too. I've had to ask this question. He has the most unique chest tattoo I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as somebody who has just gotten a chest tattoo, that shit fucking hurts. You don't get this shit.
Dude, that was horrible.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, this shit. So I'm like, you don't get something on your chest unless you fucking want something on your chest. And this dude has, let me interpret it, Mount Fuji, a pair of hedgehogs, and a Victorian like house.
Yeah.
Was that all at once?
Yeah.
Or
is that
like,
what?
Was that tattoo done all at once, or is it 3 separate
No,
ideas?
it was well, what do you mean all at once?
I am not mocking this because I fucking covered in tattoos. I love that. I love this. What is it? Just random, or is it?
No. Dude, if that was random, that would be fucking like actually the most random
kind of
thing
drugs.
ever.
That's what I said. I think I said to Jordan earlier. I was like, you couldn't pick a more random tattoo.
I was gonna say that was like random. Like figure generator.
The Victorian house, just like is that like a grandparent thing or something? I'm just like guessing like I don't even know, tribute or.
It's all just like I hate to be that guy, but I'm not telling anyone that stuff. It's just like personal stuff.
Okay.
I do have. It's funny. I have a I'm not gonna give too much. I have an agreement with one teammate where if he wins in a certain way, then I'll tell him.
That's awesome. That's going to drive me fucking nuts for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Like for the rest of my life. Like I'm not lying to you. Like that's now I've been unanswered questions in my fucking head about this tattoo. So like I got to know what this is about because it's such.
Gonna put you in the fucking white padded room. You're gonna be 80.
Oh,
just banging your head against the wall.
No, you're gonna.
When did you
like
get
50,
that tattoo?
55, you're gonna be 55. All of a sudden, like some fucking 7-year-old man breaks in your window. Like I gotta fucking kidnap you. I'm like, you gotta tell me.
Yeah, put me in the inverted triangle until I fucking tell you.
Just hold him there.
It's gonna be a long night, Gannon. Just let me know what the hedgehogs mean.
When did you get that tattoo? I was talking to Rich earlier, and he was talking about how he needed to ask you about it. And I was like, dude, I didn't even, until he was fighting, I didn't even know he had a chest tattoo. And like, I've known this guy for a while. Like,
I did.
I've seen most of my teammates like bare ass, and I had no idea he had a fucking chest tattoo. Like,
I'm a hard-hitting journalist, bro.
Yeah.
Don't be a hunk around me. If you're a hunk around me, I'm fucking checking you out, buddy.
Whistleblower.
I'm gonna see it.
I got
when did you get that?
Well, it's a cover up because when I was 18, I got a fucking wolf tattooed on my chest because my friend was just like, "Yo, that'd be sick, bro. You look so fucking cool,
sick.
you know." Like, but dude, I just felt like such a douche right after, and So then I just waited until I had the funds to go somewhere nice, and
Yep.
then it was this summer, and it was just like 4 sessions throughout the summer.
Where's
Yeah,
the wolf? What
It was
side
it
is
was
the wolf on?
it's the
Under the house. Under the
Yeah.
house, yeah.
Under the house,
is,
okay.
yeah.
I've always I watch a lot of those tattoo shows. Cover-ups always fascinate the hell out of me. So like I can't wait to see Rich's in person. I want to see the one that he got covered up.
Yeah, dude, I
what'd
can't
you get
remember
covered
where
up?
it was. It's insane. What?
What'd you get covered up?
Oh, I had a cat when I was younger, and I named him Buddy Romance. I was like my mid-20s, and I got a tattoo of him smoking a cigarette with a monocle, a bow tie, and a top hat. It's like it was super. And
Listen,
I
for the
didn't-
Why did you cover that?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. The only reason I covered it is because I wanted my whole chest done at once, and I had to cover it because like it just I wanted the symmetry. I'm a big symmetry person, and my chest was driving me crazy because like I couldn't. So I got a big vulture.
So for the first year or so knowing Rich, I thought he had Mr. Peanut on his chest. Because
Oh yeah, it looks like Mr. Peanut.
it wasn't until years later I'm just like, wait a minute, that's a fucking cat.
Just a big peanuts guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
big Peanut guy.
Love
But
nuts.
and then I got also why I covered up. I have a frog smoking a cigarette in my arm, and I'm like, I can't have so many animals smoking cigarettes. It's so like past, you know. It's not 1980 anymore, Rich. We got to fucking be a little more PC, okay?
It's
We're
funny-
bird brothers now, though. We both got birds tattooed on our chest.
What do you have? You have an eagle?
I got a red-winged blackbird.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's
They're one
like
of my
a,
favorite birds. I feed a weird passion of mine is feeding birds, and that's when it was. I had one the other day. I'm like, not that they're rare, but it's cool to see. You know, like I like them. They're beautiful birds.
Rich has hobbies that mirror homeless people.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Like what else?
What else? I don't know.
It's funny because Rich has
Fighting in the street.
You like throwing shit
underwear?
at people.
Yeah.
Starting,
Like,
yeah.
yelling at people, getting
Yeah.
into fist fights in the street. Yeah. Listen,
Yeah.
Casinos.
Casinos.
yeah,
Yeah,
casinos.
exactly. You know, so
but it's funny because like speaking of Rich's tattoos, like Rich has some really, really recent nice tattoos. Like he has some
Resolute
Some
tattoo.
tattoos.
Thank you, Dan, Reina, and Bree.
Resolute, right?
Yeah,
Tattoo?
Resolute. Delmar.
And then he has some really horribly
God awful tattoo.
planned tattoos that I just love on him. It's just like
Oh, dude,
some
I
are
have
well done. They're just horrible ideas, like the smoking frog. And then there's the other one that just like looked like someone like he gave his kids a fucking Sharpie.
A
and let them go
Sharpie.
to work.
That's covering my whole front of my leg. Yeah.
Oh, dude, my whole right arm is like mashed potatoes. Like that fucking, it's
Yeah.
awful.
That-
I have
That's the
a lot
only
of
reason why
coverage.
I don't have more tattoos is I'm just like what Gannon said. Like I'm so worried about getting a tattoo and be like, "Fuck, I hate that
Oh,
thing."
dude, like right
yeah,
after,
I mean,
I was like, I'm gonna look like such a fucking tool.
You're set up for it though, man. You got to get that head tattooed.
oh,
Yeah.
right.
It's
Bam
no
Bam
threat.
Bigelow. Do the Bam Bam Bigelow.
I had some ideas for tattoos, but they're sayings. I don't want to be a saying guy. Like I don't want to have those
Just be that
whatever.
guy.
What's that?
Just be that guy. Who cares? Just lean into it.
Richie inspired me to get one of my favorite sayings tattooed on me, which is the build your own table.
Yeah.
That is something that's become very special to me lately. So I don't know if you guys know Eric Thomas.
I do not.
He's you should look him up. He's got a lot of inspirational stuff. And when we were for a while there, we were the new kids on the block. You know, when Richie came to us, we were like, we didn't even have an MMA team at that point. We didn't have anyone that we had a couple guys who fought earlier who I wouldn't really even classify as my guys. Like they were MMA guys who came to train at my gym and asked me to corner them or get their stuff together, but they wouldn't come and train. They would be those kind of guys. Bob Buskey and Kyle Lasheen, they were kind of the first set. And then but we got a lot of people who would text us and say like, hey, if you want us to manage or train that fighter, we will. And we're like, well, we're handling it. And they're like, yeah, sure you are. You know what I mean? Because we were the new guys on the scene, and now we're one of the biggest schools at Cage Wars in the area in terms of MMA fighters. So there was this guy, and he talks about not begging to be a part of someone else's table, build your own table, and that's what we've done a lot with Rich. Rich is a big point of that of now building the third generation of our fighters, the kids coming up. You know, Paul LaFond is one of Rich's like big time projects that Paul came in. Paul's got a work ethic that's 0 to none. Like there's not many people work harder than him, but he's also very comfortable.
How hard he works.
Yeah, he's also
you can
very
tell just by looking at him though. Like
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, dude's a brick shit.
But also too, Paul wants a place to belong. Like he wants a family around him, and that's what we've provided for him at Jakau, and that's
he runs with it, man.
And like I said, that's the table that I mean and Al and other people have built is now. I mean, I don't need to be part of someone else's stuff, and I go with. And then the other one is I don't eat with people who I wouldn't starve with, which is Connor's. I don't know if that's Connor's original saying, but I don't really go outside. You don't really see me training a lot of other places. Like I got my people. I don't really need to go with other people. I know Richie, not to blow him up tonight, but like Richie has my back from day one. We've always been like that. So like, I'd rather go train with him than go find some other stranger. I don't really know, just because that's the popular person to go train with. I think that's what's a cool sentiment shared by a lot of MV or MV. Oh my God, the edibles are really kicking in. MMA teams, and I wish I was joking. I am not. So like,
I'm like, out eventually.
But like MMA is big like that. You know what I mean? Like you guys
Huge.
are very mirror. Jeremy, how do you feel your school is tight like that? I imagine. I mean, you're there still hanging out just on the phone, so like they're probably
everybody's hanging out right over there. There's like 9 people.
If I was running that school, I'd be like, "Yo, that's great, Jeremy. Get the fuck out. I gotta go home."
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm all about team until it's my bedtime. Now I gotta get the fuck out.
You've been training.
Yeah, those late night after jujitsu chats though.
Yeah, they're very important to the spiritual growth. Have you trained at that school for a while?
Yeah, I've been here for like going on 3 years now.
That's awesome. Cool.
I
love this school.
What's the name of school?
It's called Bearing Jiu-Jitsu. The fight team's Shinobi MMA.
Yo, shout out, Grace.
Yeah, I know Grace.
Yo, shout out to Grace Winter. Just got her black belt.
Yeah, she did.
Grace fought one of our former teammates at FCP, Cassandra. Cassandra and Grace. Cassandra couldn't get a fight because Cassandra hit like a fucking dude, and she was a karate person that was in jiu-jitsu with Walter Johnson out in Syracuse in the Inner Circle, and I was helping her out with some stuff, and she fought Grace, who Grace was a 125er. She came up to 135 because Cassandra could not get a fight, and
Grace is a beast.
Yeah, she is. She's a great girl too. Who's the I never remember his name.
Her and Jake Bone got their black belts on the same day.
Yeah. Who's the head professor there?
Here it's James Fryer.
And who is Curtis?
Yeah, Curtis. Yeah, Curtis is too.
Curtis is a great dude. I've met him a couple times. So you guys have a nice gym out there.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
we love it.
Absolutely, man. Now, do you guys go to Watertown a lot for MMA fights or no?
Well, we are like 8 minutes outside of Watertown, so yeah, like at least twice a year. Victory Promotions runs in Watertown, and then we travel in the in between time to like other places. Like we go to Newburgh. We go to Newburgh. We got Full Contact Promotions, Cage Wars.
FCP is a nice promotion, but like they really don't get the support they should. They usually put on really good fights out there. I was very impressed. Andrew Jessamine fought, I can't remember his name. He just went pro. He just had his pro fight. But yeah, it was a great time out there. FCP. And then Watertown is run by
John Gibbons.
John Gibbons, yes. John Gibbons. Rumor has it one of John Gibbons, either his son or his nephew, is going to be on the Cage Wars card.
Not rumor, it's on the poster.
No, Trevor Gibbons. Yeah, Trevor's going to be on that card. The one in April 5th.
I always get those two mixed up.
Connor's going to be fighting a pro Thai fight, I think, on his father's card.
Versus that what? Oh my God,
the dude that fought RJ.
Yes, he fought. Oh, yes, he fought.
Might as well fight RJ.
Did you see that video?
Yeah, and RJ drove all the way up there to smash him. I'm like, dude, Connor's gonna smash this guy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, RJ looked good. You know what I mean? He fought a nice patient little sparring match, whatever you want to call it, but like he did well. And he has his last fight coming up too. So good job, RJ. What a good, interesting career you had. So congratulations. He's still
Yeah, because I saw RJ commenting on all of Connor's posts. It's like me. Then he shows up and fights the guy that he's gonna beat up.
He's like that on everybody's posts. That guy is just dying for it.
Yeah,
always.
I'm like, yeah, he's always there. Every post.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When's your fight, Jeremy? If you want to promote
May 18th, right in Watertown.
Nice.
Yeah, I get to rematch my first opponent, Devin.
Yeah, rematch.
What promotion's that for?
Yeah, what's up?
What promotion's that for?
It's gonna be for Victory Promotions.
Oh, nice, cool. That is John Gibbons.
Yeah, it's John Gibbons,
right?
Yeah, it's under John Gibbons. Yeah, I'm fighting Devin Van Lengen. I'm rematching him. I fought him my first fight, so I should go a little differently this time. I didn't even know jiu-jitsu the first time we fought.
Yeah, that's what you were saying, and you kind of took it under duress and stuff. So like,
yeah, I've been grappling heavy like 3-4 days a week for the last like 3 years. So I'm ready. I feel good.
You have jiu-jitsu rank or no?
Mainly I do nogi, but yeah, I am in gi. I'm working on getting my blue belt.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, the last fight I had to pretty much have to choose whether work on my striking or get on my blue belt, but I chose the striking and it turned out well. The plan wasn't even when I fought Dan. I wasn't even trying to use Keiso Gatami. I strayed away from that for like 3 months because I relied on that too much. But when I got the position, it was right there, so I had to take it.
Muscle memory.
I thought you were gonna say Keiso. I was like, that's why I should use the train.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what Queso? You could have that.
Yeah, it's called Queso Gatami, but I call it Queso.
Yeah,
and it's caught on. Like people love, put some cheese on them chips, son.
Yeah, that's cultural appropriation, man. That's just because he's Mexican, Hey guys, let's start to wrap this up. My laptop battery's gonna die again. I don't want to leave you hanging. Gannon, promote your fight for us real quick.
Fighting April 5th. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Let me fill in the blanks for you.
I got the natural intelligence buff at the cost of the charisma points.
Oh, that's awesome.
So.
I can keep this, buddy.
Charisma and luck all the way, bro.
Get the charisma back.
Yeah. Since you're studying pre-law, I kind of imagine you being the other lawyer in My Cousin Vinny, where the guy gets up, he acts all suave and whatever, and he starts stuttering in front of the jury. But where's Aiden from? Do you know where Aiden's from?
He's from Connecticut. He seems like a cool dude.
Okay. Yeah, they seem to hit a hot spot in Connecticut with who was the Puerto Rican girl we interviewed. She's from that gym.
Ayala.
Yeah. They seem to be getting a lot of people from that gym now, which is pretty cool. It's starting to expand the reach a little bit. And Jeremy, your guy is from what gym?
He trains out of Barnyard Misfits. He trains under Connor and Trevor and them. So he trains another little gym. Yeah, no, I'm excited. The last event, they promoted Barnyard big time, and all of our guys ended up fighting him, and we ended up coming out 4-0. So that was pretty awesome. So the last victory event, we're all coming off of wins. So I really want to get this win against Devin. Like he's still 2-0. He beat me. He beat one guy, and then he stopped. I've been fighting this entire time, doing nothing but getting ready.
Yeah.
So I feel really happy, and I feel really good that I get to get this fight again, dude. Like I really want this win.
Yeah.
Like you can choose to stay stagnant if you want. You can keep your 2 little wins, but the last guy beat Bill Hill. He was 2-0 too.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
You can stay stagnant if you want, dude. Like not me.
Yeah, you got dreams to achieve. I love it.
And Jordan's gonna be getting all my videos. I'm gonna pass it off like I'm the video editing king.
Hell yeah, brother. I'll put videos by Nell.
Jordan's gonna be my ghostwriter and come the video editing. He'll be like, "Oh, look how good I am." Don't look at Jordan.
Absolutely, man.
And Rich, what's your fight, buddy? Who do you got?
It hasn't been announced yet, so I can't talk about it.
Oh, it hasn't?
Not officially, no.
Oh, okay.
It'll be no, I don't freaking care, bro.
Yeah. Team Jakal is invading
Newburgh. It'll be at Danger Zone in Newburgh in June 1st, I think it is.
you really want to see a degenerate party, come to Newburgh in June 1st. Hopefully Richie and I both make it back from potentially being in Austin, and Richie make weight.
Yeah, oh yeah, bro. I have to
Nice.
go underweight because I know I'm gonna get fucking crazy in Austin the week of the fight. So
We can't go deep into why we're in Austin because that hasn't been announced
that
either.
is
But
sorry.
but yeah, so hopefully that gets all settled too. We can announce that, and Richie and I are going on our war tour together.
Nice.
And then coming back, and
I have to fly back the day away in, so it'll be a good day.
yeah,
Dude, if you don't walk out in a cowboy hat after you go to Austin, you'll be so mad.
bro,
I like that.
Super,
That's a good call.
super short, like compression shorts and a cowboy hat, cowboy boots.
I want cowboy boots so bad, but like,
dude, you're going to the home with them.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
You're
That's why
Texas,
my brother
basically?
lives in Austin, Texas, and the one weekend he's not going to be there is the weekend that we're going to be down there. So
Nice.
You just gotta ask him who his cowboy boots guy is.
I know.
How many guys from UCal you got going to Danger Zone for the next one?
5 or
Three?
6.
Is it that
Nice,
many?
nice. I was supposed to fight Brayton, but it's so close to the fight in May that I'm just gonna be on the next one. But
Yeah,
pretty sure I'm fighting Brayton Lawton.
I know there's a bunch of fights that are up in the air for us
thought
down
Brayton
in Danger Zone.
Yeah, I thought we had like 5 or 6, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Or,
He ducked me for like 2 fights. He backed out of that one fight, and then we were supposed to fight before, and he's like, "No, I'm gonna go pro. I can't fight you." And then he took a fight like a week later.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought he was going to light heavyweight too, because like when he fought Josh DePace, he was only 212. So,
Yeah,
he started
I don't know about
212.
that.
Well, heavyweight's 225 to 255, so I'm sure he can go eat a steak and some rice.
Well,
and I'll be fine.
Well,
Jail and
that's
vice,
yeah. That's if you recognize the cruiserweight division. If not, it's 206. But
Oh yeah,
that's just whatever. But all right, guys. You guys want to shout your gyms out real quick, and then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, Team Jacal, thank you for everything.
Yeah, fucking.
Shout. All right.
Yo, shout out to Shinobi MMA. We just released a dope new video too, so go check that out.
We'll definitely
All
check that
right. And once again, go ahead.
Oh, time out. Hendo just reminded me. Friday, if you're watching this stuff, Upstate Open, the grappling tournament will be held at Jacal. They're run by the guys mostly from Clever Combat and Andre from Tupper Things. Also, Danger Zone is matchmaker.
Come on up, get some rolls in, hang out.
It's a great way to like get a competitive environment that without waiting all day at Naga or paying $100-something.
You talking about Upstate Open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I keep seeing stuff about that. It looks pretty fun. I went at the last one. Andre had me judge the final round.
You were there?
Yeah, I judged the last round with L.
Oh, that's so fun. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right,
that's
boys.
awesome.
Thank you for being on the show tonight. And
Appreciate it.
we'll see everyone soon. All right.
All right, bye.
Nice. Until next week.